All right, so we are back, and this is going to be part 2 of our tour of this Brinkley Model G. Sorry, I didn't want to make a 45-minute long video, so we actually cut into it and decided to turn this into 2 videos. And hopefully you guys enjoy the second half, because the interior of this RV is pretty phenomenal. Okay, so now we are going to step inside of this Brinkley Model G 3500 series toy hauler. All right, so I'm gonna pan around real quickly so you can take all this in. This has a beautiful, beautiful interior. Now I'm gonna kind of walk around. I'm gonna see what I can see, and you
I'm
correct
following
me.
you.
Yeah, you let me know if I'm doing anything wrong here. Very nice solid surface countertop. Very residential. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. This isn't a natural material, but
it's a porcelain. It's a residential porcelain.
That is beautiful, especially because it continues to the backsplash over here. I gotta say, you brought in the bling. You got the nice upgraded faucet here with the sprayer wand, single basin sink with the straining rack on it as well. Nice LED kind of lights that's recessed in. This drops down because there's a handle there. And you see your silverware. You know, I forgot that this was in here, even though I've seen it on other videos, but that is so creative. But, gotta be honest with you, I have a very short wife.
Yeah.
She wouldn't even be able to see this, probably. So, well, actually, it tilts pretty far.
My wife's a little over 5 foot. She's pretty short, too.
Yeah,
so.
no, yeah, you'd be able to see this. That is actually really cool. And to see it in person makes it even cooler. I almost feel like that should be down just to show people when they walk in. All right, first thing I always do is I look for soft closing cabinets, magnetic holds, adjustable shelves. Very, very nice, and I like how you trim it off all the way to the front, so it's just not a board in there. It trims off to the very front. Absolutely beautiful. I'm assuming all solid woods, or at least the solid wood styles and faces?
It's a combination. So the styles are actually wrapped. Okay. Doors are hardwood, trim is hardwood, window trim, door trim. We try to combine it. I mean, we always fight, you know, how do we build something residential quality? Yep. But not have it weigh 20,000 pounds.
No, you're right.
You know, it's, so anyways, we used hardwood in a lot of places. We haven't in the past, but we think it's going to stand up, so.
Well, and to be honest with you, a lot of residential stuff you buy is wrapped.
Yeah.
You go to Lowe's or Home Depot, everything in the back, they have hardwood stuff, but most of it's wrapped. And they might put the face of the cabinet or the doors hardwood, but you're really just following suit with what the residential side has been doing for a long time as well. Yep. Have our GE refrigerator in here. This isn't a 12-volt refrigerator. It's a 110, right? Okay, yeah, so this is a residential fridge.
So this is, the difference is GE built this to be Energy Star rated. And this draws 2.3 amps.
Oh, wow.
It's more efficient than any full-size 12-volt on the market today, even when you factor in what it takes to run the inverter, which is less than, I mean, it's...
So how much solar do we have on the roof?
800 watts.
Oh, so you have significant amount of solar. So, and plus the 2 lithium iron phosphate batteries, you shouldn't have any problem getting a significant amount of time out of this refrigerator.
Correct. And think, I mean, what if you know, couldn't run your generator? You can run your truck for, you know, 30 amps an hour.
Doing the math on this, your typical refrigerator, 110 residential full-size refrigerator pulls about 1,000 watts when the compressor's running. What you're telling me is this one actually pulls closer to like 300 watts, 400 watts in that range.
I'd have to get that from GE. It's actually all online.
It's on the line here.
But it's one of the most efficient fridges we could find, period. So
very cool.
Plus, you know, we were able to get ice. So
yep. Then on this side of the island, again, they carry over this kind of waterfall effect right here. I don't know if you call it infinity, waterfall. What's your terminology for how you do this?
We've been calling it waterfall, but I'll show you a little secret here that we've been working on.
You just moved something, and now you drew my eye to it. What are you going to show me here? This looks like it... I know what you're about to do.
So this comes right up here, and then you pull out this little ledge.
That is really cool. Hold on, let me back up because it changes the entire look of the kitchen. Now this is real, this isn't proto. This is something that this unit, if you buy it, comes with.
Yeah, we've shown it on some other videos. It was kind of the Gen 1. This is the second version of the bracket. and we're really close to having this production ready. So
I'm going to let you say the disclaimer after, or at least confirm my disclaimer. Do not have this up if you're going to be traveling, or can you?
You can.
Okay, and I say that because there's twist and flex with RVs, and your thresholds here are pretty dang tight. So I'm just imagining something twisting, but you guys haven't noticed any significant movement there?
So we'll confirm that statement here in a few weeks when we're done with the track testing, because we're actually going to test it when we're at Navistar. And, you know, partly just so we can give clarity to our customers, but also so we know, hey, is there adjustments we need to make to this bracket before we run it, you know, in large scale? So, yeah, to be continued. To be continued.
Yeah. This is awesome, though, guys. Absolutely great execution on this. Very nice. Ooh, that's cool. So this is where your paper towel holder or roll goes, and you can take it out if you don't want to put it there.
Yeah, take it outside. I mean, we're always eating outside, so.
Okay, so I see a place for your trash cans, recycling your standard, but is there like a dishwasher option here, possibly?
So not here. We are working on a dishwasher option. I'm not sure at this point if we're gonna factory install dishwashers or if we're just gonna do a prep, but where we're working on the prep is actually under your sink here. We have this nice wide open space. We already have plumbing here, so.
Okay, can I make I'm gonna make a suggestion.
Sure.
It's a design suggestion, and it's only one because of another brand that did this, and you may even be familiar with it, that I think is needed in a lot of your higher end RVs. The cable stops that prevent things from hitting each other.
Yeah.
Those, I mean, this, if this wasn't as luxury as it is, I would say you wouldn't need it. But this definitely is going to appeal to a higher spender, someone who wants more luxury, and just having the ability for a cabinet to stop with a little cable up there to prevent it from hitting your fascia.
That's a good suggestion.
It just seems like it's a fit for this brand. I'm sorry, I see this right here and I got to pull it down.
I'll get out of your way.
Okay.
Magnets for knives.
Oh, so that's where all your knives go. It's like I'm seeing little things that you guys are doing here and I got to just pull on them.
So let's show you one thing we're doing here, obviously for sponges, but in the kitchen, we're doing all undermount drawer guides.
All your hardware, yeah.
Yeah, and then dovetail drawers, fully finished, so very, very residential.
Very nice, and I love that you've maintained both soft closing cabinets and drawers. You're seeing some brands that move away. They initially did that everywhere, but now because of cost, they're trying to trim some of that, so I like what you've done here. I love bar stools. Bar stools are perfect fit for RVs, and I love the fact that they give you this really great spot here. Dog food bowls?
Yeah.
So that is really cool. Check that out. Very, very cool. All right, working our way around. Have I missed anything? We got a 3-burner gas cooktop, Furrion. Any plans to go with like the Insignia or anything like that in here, or do you find this one kind of adequate for what most people use it for?
You know, we're always one to let the customers speak.
Okay.
And one thing we added in the kitchen that we spent a lot of money on, you can look it up online, is a new convection air fryer by GE.
Ooh.
And so we took, we invested heavily here, so we were trying to kind of balance the expense.
Makes sense.
But you know, if the customers want us to do something different, I'm sure they'll tell us.
Oh, I appreciate the honesty there, because sometimes people will over dramatize something and say, no, we love this because it's a specific type of stove we chose. But it's a good stove. It's a 3-burner. It's actually wider than your typical RV stove.
Full 24-inch, just like an Insignia. Yeah.
Yep. And what's nice about this too is if you're cooking on a larger pan, having the center burner, I've made this point in a lot of videos before, this triangle shape works out really well because you don't have another burner here and then your pan is taking up this whole section. Right here, you have a much larger area to cook with.
A little storage.
A little storage beneath it.
This is for spices.
Spice racks. Very nice.
And so you just push that little.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
That is awesome. Check that out. Yeah, that's a pretty phenomenal pantry.
All hardwood. So
yeah, all adjustable too. Because you know, what's the point of having something like this if you can't fit the things in height-wise, right? So the adjustability of this makes it a game changer. Ooh, this is nice. And I see something else. I see handles hidden everywhere. A lot of extra storage there. What's going on here?
So this is something we threw in right before we brought the unit down here.
Cutting board.
Yeah, so we actually have this coming in like a food grade plastic,
okay,
which is what will be in production, but the hole on the end is so you can go right into the trash.
So another idea, and this is my engineer brain thinking.
Let's go.
If you could make this a cutout so the board could be removed to be washed separate.
Yep, that's how it'll be. So we'll have like a spacer here in the back, and then you'll be able to pull this right up. So.
Yep. Even if you continue, is this going to be wood right here and with a plastic board, or is it all going to be plastic?
It's all going to be plastic.
Okay. I was saying you might be smart to even have another drain right here. So if you push back to it, at least it doesn't go over the back edge, and now you're dealing with stuff going over it.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Very cool.
Hey, keep these ideas rolling. I love it.
Hey, it's the reason why I've done so many collaborations. So you got my I hate to say this, but I'm going to call it out. You have my worst liked style of sofa. Okay. I call it the toy hauler, the universal toy hauler sofa, because everyone likes to put, like, if you could have 15 chairs on one wall, it's like almost the thing. I don't not like it because you still get kind of direct access to the TV. You're part of the conversation right here. The bar stool's right here. You can kind of have that L-shaped setup as far as people talking and communicating, but I think it's just a limitation of the space you have, right? It's not anything else. But yeah, every time I see this sofa, instantly I know I'm in a toy hauler. I do like the end tables. USB. I like how this hides, right? Or does this drop down? Or
yeah, it just goes. So you have USB, USB-C outlets, and then this comes up for storage.
Ooh, you put a strut arm on it too. Plus, there's some room down here for your books or other things underneath. Are these power reclining? Oh, manual reclining, but they do have heat, massage, and a USB.
Yep.
Very cool. Do all of them recline?
Yes.
Okay. Very nice. Then you got a duplicate of that end table on this side.
So one of the things we've responded to recently, we heard loud and clear from customers that they wanted to see a fireplace here. So this being Proto 2, we got that in. So we did have that. We had a little extra space, so we added some storage.
That is super cool. I would never have seen that. I never would have seen that. That is super cool. This is really creative stuff. I like seeing creative things that kind of challenge the norm. Very nice. Is there anything else hidden in the kitchen that I haven't seen? That's a beautiful light fixture, by the way.
Thank you.
Very modern. At the same time, it has a nice warm feel to it.
Everything in here is dimmable, so you can dim, any of the light areas that you need. We put a max air fan there in the kitchen. We did make the slide height taller so we could get some usable storage up here.
Yeah, very nice.
You'll see the two little antennas sitting up there. That's a TravelFi XDR router.
Okay.
And that goes to a ceiling mounted antenna.
Does that have LTE built into it? So can you connect your cellular plan on that one?
So it actually has a built-in smart SIM. So it'll pull T-Mobile, Verizon, or AT&T, whatever the strongest signal is. Very cool. I think it's 25 gig for $50.
Okay.
So, and you can turn it on and off as you need. So very affordable.
Very nice.
Yep.
Real quick, I got to show the pricing since it's right here. MSRP of $170,000, sale price of $144,988, $25,000 discount. To me, that's a pretty solid price for what you get. You guys are doing things different, and that accounts for a lot. Like the little shelf that you even put above the TV. Very nice. Okay. Sidewall construction, sidewall material. Are you running any type like Asdale or anything on the outside?
Asdale.
What about the inside?
Yeah, so we're running 4.7 Asdale on the outside. We're running Pulsar high gloss glass, which is an 060, a little thicker than the norm, but that's how we get that automotive look on the exterior. On the interior, we are running Luan, which we like because it's a little harder. It doesn't mar and dent as easy as Asdale on the interior. So.
Okay, well, good deal. Okay, so this, I'm going to take a wild guess because I don't know for sure, but I'm going to guess 12-foot garage.
So this is actually an 11. So this unit is 40 foot 2 inches. We have a big brother coming out with a 16 mid-year in July. So, if you are a side-by-side 4-seater Razor customer, we'll be able to get you a unit too. So.
I got to tell you, as much as I'm going to say honestly, I haven't been huge fans of toy haulers because every manufacturer makes toy haulers, and they make them pretty much in the same sizes, same size garage. They make an 8, a 10, a 12, or a 10, 12, 13, 15-foot garage. What I am looking for, and my fans and my viewers have said it time and time again, is an 8-foot garage that you can throw your mountain bikes in, your kids' toys in. You can throw all sorts of stuff in that may not be a Polaris or may not be a side-by-side. It's just, you know, it's just designed to hold your mountain bikes and your things like that. And use this space right here for living room kitchen space. That gives you the ability to expand, have that L-shaped seating area, a lot of extra room, but just something to throw out.
Man. I
kind of make the same suggestion to the other manufacturers, because if you want a toy hauler with a large garage, there's 101 brands out there you can get it from. Yeah. Yes, yours is nicer, better amenities. It's beautiful inside, I'll admit it. But we're missing that hybrid in between toy hauler that gives you from here back, so you can put 8 mountain bikes in here and all your kids' little Power Wheels and their little bikes without having to take up the whole interior with that stuff.
That's interesting. You know, I've been building toy haulers for a lot of years, and you know, our 10-foot garage sales kind of died completely. And I would envision that kind of being the buyer. But, you know, if the customers want it, all they got to do is tell us.
Well, the problem with the 10-foot model is that the 10-foot model still never really gave you a true residential feeling kitchen living room. It was still toy hauler feeling kitchen living room. You just lost footage in the back. And then when they try to squeeze a sofa, a love seat, and another sofa, they try to do opposing things going on in there. They're so crushed up against the TV, you're sitting literally right up against the wall almost. And that's the miss that we have, is the rear living room floor plan is still the most popular fifth wheel floor plan, but nobody's coupled a true rear living room style floor plan with a garage that gives you enough room to bring all the toys that you want that may not be gas powered toys. Just something to think about.
No, I love it. Thanks for the feedback.
You got your loft up top.
So we did move the loft to the garage just because if you're not using it for sleeping, it's storage, and why wouldn't you store it in the garage? So that TV does swing down. And all the TVs in here are Philips 4K smart TVs.
Okay, so let's take a look at the bathroom real quick. So let's see what's going on. So we have a half bath in here, porcelain foot flush toilet, nice flooring that continues from the living room. Is that a medicine cabinet or just a mirror?
Yeah, it's a medicine cabinet.
It's a medicine cabinet? Okay. Very nice. All right, so you promised me you'd tell me more about these windows.
Yeah. So when we were going through the process of redesigning it, we found out, you know, in Europe, they build in their shades. So push this down, it magnets, you go back up with your screen. But, you know, that enabled us to get rid of the valances, the exterior mounted shades, and really open up the unit. So
very nice. All right, so what else do we have? A spot back here? Is that for a ladder?
Storage tie downs.
Okay.
It also gives us serviceability on the hose reel and the extension cord if we ever need to get to it. We don't have them down, but this is outdoor fabric, all waterproof. So
very, very nice. Well, let's go up to the bedroom area, take a look at it. Well, before we do that, what do we have going on right here? So we have our sound system, all of our controls for lighting.
Yeah, and all of this is on your app-based controls as well. So the garage in the past has usually been kind of on its own back here. But now if you're laying in bed and you say, oh shoot, I left the garage ceiling lights on, you can turn it off on your phone.
Okay.
So we did add some lighting in the back, just because it can get so dark in the loft or in the bed area here.
It's crazy that I completely missed that. We've been standing here and I totally missed where you had the lighting coming from.
Also, this is a new version of the Happy Jack where you can actually pin up one side of the sofa and then lower the other side. So if you want to have a walkway to the patio during the day, you can do that, and you don't have to slide across the sofa.
Very cool.
So we heard loud and clear customers wanted a second washer dryer connection.
Oh, so we have one up front and we have back here.
And here. Yep.
Very nice. All right, so one thing I've noticed, no carpet.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a Frontier one-piece shower. I love that look. It is a beautiful shower stall. You have your multi-sprayer head upgraded shower in here as well with the wand.
New trough drain down below.
Yeah, got the trough drain there. Nice undermount sink here.
A lot of counter space, medicine, drawers.
Your drawers, plenty of storage. Porcelain foot flush toilet. And again, this does have an on-demand water or hot water heating system, right?
This just magnets against the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
So you'll like this.
Another really cool setup for storing everything you need in here.
How are y'all?
Very cool. And then down here, they've even integrated in a drawer with a trash can in it. Nice. Let's check out the master bedroom. All right, so stepping in, king size bed. I love the lighting. Those look like they're adjustable too, so you can kind of bring them down if you're reading a book. I like, okay, so I've seen a lot of RVs that have moved to the end tables or the shelves placed above the windows. I like the idea, but then if you have a hot cup of coffee, moving it up there and then grabbing it without spilling it on yourself might be an issue. I'm a huge fan, and this is me and I'm sure many people and viewers, but not everybody, of the actual, at least a cup holder that sticks off the front of the slide, just so you have the ability to put your hot coffee there. My wife brings water with her every time she goes to bed, and she won't set it up there. And, you know, so some place for a cup of a drink.
So we have, we actually have steel backer in here to put a shelf. We'll be opening an e-commerce site that'll have extra adjustable shelves if you want to add some. It'll have, you know, bigger shelf for up here if you want a CPAP. We're working on a shelf you can mount in the front. So, you know, we won't put all that stuff in out of the gate because we don't know what people need, but you'll have it with a few clicks and we'll send it right to your house. So.
Very cool. You know, it would be an interesting idea, and I just thought of this, and that's how my brain works, is if you put some type of a mounting track system here, and you could actually pick different types of things that simply snap into a mounting track, so you don't have to, so, you know, when you sell your accessories, you say, okay, well, our whatever we coin the name for the tracks on the side of the bed, you basically pick which ones you want to mount into it, and they just snap right into place.
I think we should call them JD tracks.
Let's do it. Yeah, BTBRV tracks. Let's do it. I'm all game for that.
Let's go.
So this is all making me want to do another collaboration. All right, so taking a look at the front closet, I love the shelves and how they've built all these in. I also love how they've radiused some of this, put some nice flows to it. Very different than a traditional closet, and the illuminated hanging rod. That is really cool.
So we did add an outlet in there, and there's backer in the wall if you want to put a vacuum up front.
Okay. So, and then this is, let me guess, this is wardrobe, but if you want to remove all your shelves, this is where you would put your washer and dryer. Yep.
So no, it'll fit the stackable Splendide. We've done a few installs now. This will actually fit, it'll sit right in between them. So
gotcha.
When you do the install, you'll take it out,
so you don't have to attach
and then you'll
them to
put it right back in. So
that's very nice.
Yep. So laundry basket.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You guys have really, really put a lot of thought into your design.
We did hanging down below in there because you can see you're hanging when you're standing there. But the shelves, when you put the shelves on the bottom, you can never see in there. So
yeah. Well, what's also kind of interesting is when you think of laundry space for a washing machine, when you poll consumers, like 90% of people want a spot for a washer and dryer. But then of those 90%, maybe like 3% actually buy a washer and dryer and put it in there.
Exactly.
It turns into storage, right?
Yep.
They use the laundromat at the RV park they're at.
I get it. They want the option, so it's actually pulled forward.
Oh, so I was trying to subtly move it just because I didn't want to knock anything over. But there's a whole different take on the storage.
So that e-commerce site we were talking about, we actually have a folding leaf that you can put in here. And you could have this as a folding table. You could use it for a desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is super cool. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I said not so much groundbreaking, but there's a lot of groundbreaking stuff you've done here. I'll probably have to make 2 videos out of this. This is crazy.
So all dovetail still.
Very
and
cool.
then if you turn around here, we added
drawer storage. Very nice. So you can access it without having to lift it up if you want. Well, to a degree. Now that is awesome. And you actually feel like you have a pretty comfortable mattress on here.
It is. I slept on this for 2 weeks. I can vouch for it. It's good. So outlets on both sides, USBs, USB-C. So, and then you also have a motion sensor on both sides of the bed. So if you get up at night,
the light comes on.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, Nate, I can honestly say this is pretty awesome. You guys have done a really good job.
Thank you.
Just the design, the little things that you thought of. You know, I know some people will automatically think, well, some of these things what's the chances they'll hold up over time. But I've been paying attention to that, and I can tell you've executed in a way that it was smartly thought. You put some thought behind how things were done so they wouldn't fail. So that's really cool. But totally like it. There's another Brinkley unit out here we'll take a look at here in a second. Maybe you can walk me through that one as well.
Awesome. Let's
Guys,
do it.
if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel. This may have been a two-part video because we're already approaching 45 minutes, and rarely do my RV tours take that long. Anyways, if you haven't had a chance, definitely check them out. Funtown sells their units, and I'm sure other places do as well. Or go to their website. What's your website?
BrinkleyRV.com.
BrinkleyRV.com. Nate, I really appreciate your time. Let's go check out another unit.